I've been thinking a lot lately about those little things, those hidden tricks that can really boost your productivity,
Mm.
especially when it comes to spreadsheets.
Yeah, totally.
And
Yeah.
today we're going to dive deep into one key that I think has the potential to do just that,
Hmm.
the F4 key,
Interesting.
ready to become a spreadsheet ninja.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
So our source is calling this the repeat last action key.
Okay.
What possibilities does that open up? I mean, what can we do with that?
Well, tons of things. Um, so think about when you're formatting a spreadsheet, you're maybe bolding some text or adding borders or changing font colors.
Right.
Instead of like going through the menus and clicking every time, you can actually just do the action once
Okay.
and then select other cells and just press F4 to instantly repeat it.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm already imagining myself like just
Right.
whipping through these formatting tasks.
Exactly.
Our source even gives a real-time example here of making text bold.
Mm-hmm.
So can you like really paint a picture for us here? Yeah. So,
How would F4 speed that up?
okay, so let's say you've got like a column of names in your spreadsheet
Okay.
and you want to make them all bold.
Mm-hmm.
So you bold that first name, right?
Yeah.
Then you just select the rest of the names.
Yeah.
And instead of clicking that bold button again, you just hit F4.
Oh, wow.
Boom. They all become bold instantly.
It seems so simple, but I mean, think about how much time that could save.
Huge.
Yeah. Minutes, maybe even hours over time if you're doing this all the time.
For sure.
But F4 doesn't stop there, right?
No.
Our source hints at something even bigger when it comes to formulas.
Yeah, this is where it gets really powerful, I think, for anyone who's dealing with complex spreadsheets.
Okay.
It's all about mastering this idea of absolute and relative cell references.
Ooh, okay, now that sounds a little bit intimidating, to be honest.
Yeah, it can seem that way at first.
Can you break that down for us?
Sure.
Like, why should we care about these different kinds of references? Okay, so think of it this way. Relative references are like you're following directions, but based on like your current location.
Okay.
So they change depending on where you are in the spreadsheet.
Interesting.
But sometimes you need a reference to like stay fixed, like a landmark on a map,
Right.
no matter where you copy that formula.
I see.
That's where the absolute reference comes in.
Okay.
And F4 lets you switch between those two like really easily
Mhm.
as you're building or editing your formulas.
Okay, I'm starting to see the value here, but I think I need a real-world example
Yeah,
to
sure.
really make it click.
Absolutely.
Like, when would I actually need to lock a cell reference?
Okay, so imagine you're building like a financial model and you've
Mhm.
got this cell that has a really crucial interest rate in it.
Okay,
You want to use that rate in tons of calculations throughout the whole spreadsheet.
right.
If you use a relative reference to that cell, it's going to change as you copy the formula,
Oh,
which means it could pull in the wrong values and really mess up your entire model. But if you use F4 to make it an absolute reference,
okay.
then that interest rate cell is going to stay locked no matter where you copy the formula,
I see.
which means you get accuracy and consistency.
That's a great example.
Yeah.
I mean, that could prevent some major headaches,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
especially in those really complex spreadsheets where even a tiny error could have huge consequences.
Absolutely.
It's like having a safety net for your calculations.
Exactly.
Our source even calls this out as like a bonus tip for formula mastery.
Yeah, it's huge. Mastering these absolute and relative references is fundamental to building efficient spreadsheets and avoiding errors.
Right.
It really separates a casual spreadsheet user from a true spreadsheet ninja.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
So to recap here what we've learned,
Yeah,
F4, this is a two-in-one tool
it is.
that can really boost your productivity in spreadsheets.
Mm-hmm.
First, it's your repeat last action shortcut.
Right.
Gets rid of all that repetitive clicking for formatting and other tasks.
Yeah.
Second, it gives you that control over absolute and relative cell references in your formulas,
Mm-hmm.
which means you can ensure accuracy and save yourself from those potentially disastrous errors.
It's a game changer.
It really is.
Yeah.
So I definitely encourage you to experiment with this in your own spreadsheets. Start maybe with some simple formatting tasks and then try using it to lock references in those formulas.
Yeah.
You'll be amazed at how quickly it becomes second nature.
Absolutely. And how much more confident you feel working with spreadsheets.
Exactly. So now that you've unlocked this power of F4, here's a final thought for you.
Okay.
If one key can have this much of an impact on how efficient we are,
Mm.
what other hidden shortcuts are out there lurking within the software that we use every day?
Oh, tons.
I mean, what else could we unlock if we took the time to learn these things?
It's amazing.
The potential is huge.
It is.
So go explore and happy spreadsheeting.
Happy spreadsheeting.